Well, welcome to another Inside Lansing, where today's guest is Aneisha Titsworth, the new director of the Lansing Youth Center. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm good, and we're glad to just have you on the show. We want to talk about your few months here that you've been here.
Okay.
How has it been going?
So far, so good. It is awesome, actually. I just embarked on my second month of being director of the Patti Leach Youth Center here in Lansing. It's been awesome. The team is welcoming. The kids are excited, just as excited as I am. I truly feel like this is a dream come true. It's a manifestation of hard work and me trying to figure out my purpose and putting it together with my passion, and it's landed me in this dream job. So I am very appreciative, grateful, and excited for everything that's to come.
And we're glad to have you here.
Thank
we're very
you.
appreciative to
Thank
have you here on the show and have you here in Lansing.
Awesome.
So with the youth center, you know, we have a lot of young kids here in town who come here to, play games or do homework or just able to communicate.
Right.
As far as the schools and everything, what have we done recently since you've been here to reach out to the schools and reach out to let kids know that this is a place that they have somewhere to come?
Absolutely. I have been doing a lot of groundwork since I've started. I kind of missed the school year because I started right when summer was starting. So I have definitely reached out to admin for the local schools that are going to be filtering in children into the center. And then once the school year starts, my plans are definitely to get into the open houses, back to school night. I really want to have a strong presence within the school. So I want to extend myself into the facility and have me accessible to the children as needed when they need in the school, and know that they can come to the center for leisure or for empowerment or workshops or whatever they need. But I have a lot of work ahead of me, but I think we'll be good.
Well, yeah, you've got a long road ahead, but
Yes.
that's always exciting, I
Yes.
think. There's a lot of growth there. But as far as maybe let's talk about a little bit about enrollment. Maybe somebody's watching right now and they want to enroll
Sure.
before the school starts and all that. How does that process work, and what do they get out of it?
So it's very simple. You can go right to the Village website, and once you click on our tab for the Youth Center, drop down straight to membership, and then you can just enroll. It's one sheet. It takes less than 2 minutes. Then the next step, you can come into the center, you finish up the process. We kind of go through the rules. This summer, we have had our computers open to parents and youth to come into the center and just do the process right in-house with us. The registration fee is $10, very affordable. If you need scholarships, we can help you, but for the most part, parents have been able to handle the $10. That covers the entire school year. So from June to May, you are able to come into the center as long as we're open. You're able to do any activities, field trips. Anything we have is yours for the lovely price of $10.
That's one good deal.
I think it's a steal. Yes.
I think it's a steal of a deal too.
Absolutely.
So if somebody were to enroll, say today, and they come to the youth center, what could they expect activity-wise, whether it be daily, weekly, monthly, or even like just special things you do throughout the year?
Sure.
What could they expect?
So we have a calendar that we give out to the kids, and it is posted. So if a child comes daily, we have a computer lab. They are free to game. They are free to roam on certain sites. It is still monitored,
yes.
Absolutely. Then we have our new teen lounge, as I spoke on. We have our new game room. We have karaoke within our multi-purpose room. We use that for more larger games as far as drama club, if they're doing interaction. We have a multitude of video games as far as board games. We have pool tables downstairs. There's concession. We do a lot of trips within the neighborhood, like the park trip, or if we're doing outside intramurals. And then we also have our other clubs. So one of our special events, we had Beauty Day. We had Miss Black Illinois come in. She spoke with the girls. We kind of covered social media pressures, self-esteem workshop. And then we will also be having a workshop coming up for our boys and girls together with some of the local reps in the city and just talking to them. So we try hard to give them special events. If your child registers pretty soon, we're going on a field trip to Deep River Water Park. So we just try to give the kids some, different activities, field trips to the museum. So keep them as busy as possible so when they get home, they'll be good and tired for you.
So since you've been here at the youth center, again, you haven't been here very long yet, but have you started to implement maybe changes that you saw when you came in, you thought maybe might work better?
Yes, absolutely. I did a little bit of cleaning house. The center definitely needed a brush of freshness. So my first change was to restructure the flow of the center. So we took out old furniture that was damaged, kind of rearranged the functionality and the flow of the room. So I was able to create a new room, a teen lounge that the kids are very excited about. I did some research, asked the kids what are some spaces they would like to see implemented within the building. The teen lounge was definitely one I kept hearing. So we got some new furniture in. We have a lot more coming, but so far so good. We're working it out. We have a new centered game room for the guys to be in one space opposed to being in a larger space. We're accessing our multi-purpose room for other activities and functions, so I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Well, and a lot of people might not know this, but Channel 4 is actually directly
Yes,
above
you guys are.
So I have seen the changes. I've definitely taken note.
Yes.
And you just said that some things are coming. So looking towards the future, maybe not just even the physical, but what are some things that people can look forward to here at the Youth Center?
So for the history of the center, it has definitely been known as a safe space for the children in the community to come hang out, more so like recreational. My goal for the center definitely is to switch from all recreation and give them more educational components, more enrichment components. So we just launched our drama club. The kids actually had a great time. I was very excited to see them interact with the coach. We have a young men's mentoring group that we just started this summer, as well as a young ladies mentoring group. So far it's going good. That's a 6-week course that we're kind of running and just spearheading, seeing how the kids interact. I want to definitely have more enrichment. Hopefully we're looking to start an AV club with the kids as well as a tech club. And then we already have our Yes Club, which is a service learning club. So we're trying to spice things up, get more involved in the community, let the organizations know that we're here and we're thriving and our enrollment is growing. And we're excited to partner with any organization within the community, especially the churches. We want to help and give back as much as possible. And then we are working on our culinary arts club. So few things, but I want parents to know.
Things.
Yes, I want parents to know even for $10, your kid is definitely going to get some enrichment, and it's going to be more than them just being on their cell phones or just hanging out. They would definitely be in an environment that's going to push them to try new things, to thrive and excel, and be, the best that they can be overall while they're here and while we have them for that short period of time.
Sounds like you've got quite a few things planned, and we will definitely be covering as much as we can of that.
Awesome.
As far as just the job of Youth Center Director, what do you love about this job?
I love that it doesn't feel like work. It is definitely an environment that I'm most comfortable in. I know that I am my true self. It's never it will be frustrating at some time. I'm sure that comes with children, that comes with interactions with people.
Any job.
Absolutely, but overall, I know that I'm able to leave a stamp on these kids' lives. I'm able to push them to try harder, to try new things, to just watch kids develop and become something is the reward of its own. So I feel like collectively all my jobs in the past have led me to this moment. So I have a little bit of special events planning. I have a little bit of production behind me. I have teaching experience. I have mentoring experience. So it's just like, boom, here goes this director. Let's figure out how we can work with these kids. They keep me youthful. They keep me happy. I really feel like on the inside, I'm just as excited as I am on the outside. So this job has really been good. I know like my first 2 weeks I looked up and it was like 10 o'clock at night and I'm still here and I'm like, I probably should go home. But that just goes to show how peaceful it is here, and I'm very thankful for that.
When you're working in a field like this, you really kind of have to have a passion for it. So maybe you could just tell me, before we're done here, why is the Youth Center important to Lansing?
So I've grown up in Lansing. I've been here since I was 12. So the youth center actually was kind of forming when I was still in middle school. I was in 7th grade, I believe. So to me, I think with the changing times of society and all these distractions and all these negative outlets and different sources that grab up our youth and children so fast, I think this facility here is important because it is a safe space. It is a space that's going to nurture your kids. We're going to keep them as close as possible to us and make sure that we're keeping them from the negative outlets. We're filtering as much as possible their interactions with society because they are still young. They're very vulnerable to the world, and social media is a beast within itself. So they have all this access to the world and they're still young, they're still developing. So the youth center is definitely a space that gives them a space within it to be themselves. Like they can come, they can hang out, they can grow, they can laugh, they can cry. If they need to be away from home, you can come here. You don't have to roam the streets and get into trouble. You don't have to couch hop or do whatever. It's definitely a space to give kids whatever they need when they need it. So I think that's definitely important. And even more so, us being in Lansing, there's not a lot of facilities around that offer what we offer, especially for the price, and even more so for free if need be. So we do have the library, and I commend them because they're doing excellent work, but it is still a library. You have to be quiet. So that still allows kids to not be themselves all the way.
So you're saying, like adults, kids kind of need their space sometimes?
They do. They absolutely do. But even within that, it's just out of school time, interaction, positive vibes. So I think the kids appreciate it. I appreciate Lansing for even thinking of this. I remember being excited and wondering, like, what's the youth center? Let's go with my friends when I was 12. So to look back years later and say, wow, the village and the town thought it was important enough. They thought the youth were important enough to keep this place here. It's awesome. So I just want to continue the tradition and grow it and take us to the next level.
Well, Aneisha, we're looking forward to seeing the next
Yes.
level, and we will definitely keep checking in.
Thank
and
you.
For now, we'd just like to thank you for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
And thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more of our content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.